Many of us gamers game for different reasons, and obviously there's many different reasons to pick a console or platform or whatever it is you want to choose. And even though a lot of people, pundits a lot, and the media would have us believe that, you know, it's all about the content and less about like the platforms, I still disagree with that right now. I think we're still at a time where we can see that there's been a very lukewarm reception for Stadia, a very, very lukewarm reception for xCloud. You know, people just aren't talking about it. They aren't using it. They aren't, you know, I don't think particularly in North America that it's something that people are really super interested in. So that means that you need the hardware. And as long as you still need the hardware, obviously there's going to be console wars. And, you know, don't take it to a silly place, but, you know, it's something that I think console wars are fun, and it's I think it's healthy, and I think that it's something that, you know, a lot of people get into and really kind of get behind and back. And I think that that's something that's super important for the competition, because you want that competition. But now it looks like, according to some developers, you know, we could be seeing a situation where, you know, Sony is going to have this big advantage, and it might work out, you know, well for them in a certain area. Obviously, the area that they have an advantage is the software. They have less to prove to people, where Microsoft has a ton to prove to people. And even though that looks like they're going to have a more powerful console, if what we're seeing is true, they're going to be in a worse spot, because much like this generation with the Xbox One X, they're not getting full advantage from this. So it's going to be fun to talk about. Hey, what's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you guys for checking it out. Welcome to all the new subscribers, all the old subscribers, and of course everyone who hasn't subscribed and everyone in between. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and if you really want to support the channel, maybe consider becoming a member. So we're hearing developers now more and more talk about how the Xbox Series X probably has an edge. The new leaks and things like that, it could be 20 to 33% more powerful than the PS5, 55% leap in GPU compute units. But is all that going to be used? You have to take that into consideration. Obviously, in between the transition, there's going to be cross-platform games. That means games will likely release on 2 generations at a time. Devs are going to need to make new games playable on last and current gen systems as well. So that means that there's going to be 8 consoles to make games for, believe it or not. The base Xbox One, the Xbox One S, the Xbox One X, the Xbox Lockhart, the Xbox Series X, that's 5. Also the base PlayStation 4, the PS4 Pro, and the PlayStation 5. So basically, devs have to operate in 3 different periods at once while making games. In the past, older gen systems like the base PS4, Xbox One, which incorporates the new enhanced Xbox One S and X, and the Pro, which is the PS5 and the S or the X. So that's something that people have to kind of take into consideration. I know people are going to go, but scaling, I get it. And I get, but it's like our PCs, we adjust that ourselves. You know, if you're a PC gamer, you know, you turn stuff up and down, graphical settings. There's still minimum specifications, though. When it comes to this, developers literally have that. And then, not to mention stuff like Stadia, if that's still a thing by the time next gen launches, you know, that takes its own development time as well. So we're starting to see more and more. And now it looks like even if there is a 20 to 30% increase in difference between the Xbox Series X and the PS5, if both are going to do 4K 60, then they're both going to do 4K 60. I don't personally see, and I can see why developers are saying this now, where they're going to take full advantage of the Series X unless it's first party. And then again, what first party does Microsoft have that can really showcase something like that besides like a Gears of War or something, you know? Because if you look at what we got this past generation on Xbox One X, basically, in the 3 years, the console's only 2 years old. It'll be 3 years old by the time the next console launches. We would have really only gotten one Gears of War game that took advantage of it, and a Forza game. So, you know, Microsoft really has to bring the software to take advantage of it. I know some third parties will. Red Dead 2, for instance, was a game that really took advantage of, you know, the X. But other than that, you know, it's been a handful of games, you know. So developers are really going to have to go all out on the X, particularly the first party, and it can't be like cartoony looking stuff. It needs to be, you know, mature, hardcore type of things for it to even matter. Otherwise, Microsoft's biggest thing, which they're pushing this power narrative, doesn't matter to anybody. So again, I will link this and you guys can check it out. Let me know what you think. Please sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. What do you think? Do you think that if Sony has a cheaper price, great exclusives, that it matters that it won't be as powerful, especially if developers aren't fully taking advantage of the X? I think it really hinders what they're trying to do. Let me know. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.